Good morning, children. Well, I think we're on to lesson 18, and today we're going to look at two really tricky sounds that often get confused. But first of all, let's check our alphabet using the alphabet wrap to make sure I haven't missed any letters out again. If you've been following previous lessons, you'll realise I made a mistake. Are we good to go? So here's our funky rap. Join in if you know it. A, B, C. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Keep this in your head. So all the letters are there today, and let me show you these two tricky sounds we're going to make. Oh, but before I do that, can I say good morning to Isabel, and also to a new friend Bethany who might be joining us, and then the old gang Sadie, Tegan, Morgan, Lily, and Thomas isn't with us today, so he'll have to catch up. So look at my whiteboard here, and I've drawn two different colours. What do those sounds make? Oh, Isabel. They're going to be an end blend. So I'm just going to put a dash across so that you know these will come at the end of the word, not the beginning. Okay, ch. And they're so tricky, these two. So let's have a little minute to ourselves. Can we think of any words that end in these sounds to write on a whiteboard or a piece of paper to begin with? Let me have a little think. Oh, does anybody have a rabbit? What do we keep a rabbit in? Maybe in the garden. Okay, let's have a little think. I'm thinking the rabbit might live in a... What does that say, Sadie? Okay, but the rabbit doesn't live in a hut, does he? The rabbit lives in a hutch. And luckily I've got another H there. Hutch. See how easy that is to build? First of all we had hut, and then we added hutch. As we're thinking of spring, I'm just thinking, has anybody seen any little birds flying about? There seem to be a lot. I'm hearing a lot of tweets in my garden. And what happens when they come out of the egg? Morgan. When a bird comes out of the egg, we can change that U. Put it back over there. What about hatch? Hatch. And we don't actually hear that sound when we say, do we? Hatch. It sounds hatch. So these are tricky ones we need to remember. So I'm going to write now on my list that we've had, whoops, and my pens are rolling all over the place, children, that we have had hutch and hatch. So I've got two on the list there to remind me. Okay, so, I'm just thinking, what happens when your rabbit escapes? Oh, goodness me, that's a pain in the neck, isn't it? You have to then, Morgan, Tegan, catch. So let's get that in there. Catch. You have to catch your rabbit, catch. Sometimes it helps if you remember that catch has a cat in it. Just some people have little ways of remembering things. Catch. Okay, so easy, cat, easy to spell, catch. So we'd add that on our list, wouldn't we? So I am doing that, trying to do everything at once. Catch. Okay, so let's, I'm just thinking as well, lots of people like to go to a football match or any other sort of match, a rugby match, a hockey match. And again, match. Okay, but I'm going to put back now that T Going to put back the M and A as well. Always putting them in the right place, children, so they're easy to get out and we don't waste time. And I'm going to think that soon I will be ready for my... I'm a bit hungry, Isabel. Something we have midday. Maybe sandwiches, maybe a nice cheese sandwich. I'll be ready soon. Try and guess before I make it for my lunch. Lunch. Okay. Notice I don't have a T in lunch. Lunch. Okay. I am having cheese sandwiches for my lunch. So I always say at the end of this, could you make some really interesting sentences to go with the words we've made? Oh, lunch. Sometimes if I'm eating an apple or something crunchy, or there's another one, I might change my L to munch. And a good sentence could be, I munch on my, oh, it's got stuck. Lunch, lunch. Let's have a look at that one and put that lid off my green pen on my list here. Lunch. Okay, make that a bit obvious that it's an L. Lunch. Right, children, can you think of anything? Oh, Sadie, I can see your brain's working. Isabel. Now, what about Bethany? Bethany, can you think of anything? Oh, okay. What about bunch? Bethany, with a B for Bethany. A bunch of bananas. A bunch of flowers. If you're really clever, maybe if you're year 5 or 6, you might add a suffix onto that, which is an ending. If you had more than one bunch of bananas, you might have 2 bunches. And you might be a girl who's got long hair, and because of this lockdown, you've put it into bunches to keep you cool, and because it's grown so much. Bunches. I've got 2 bunches of bananas. Let's get that E and S back and go on for another one. Oh, I know if Thomas was here, he would be thinking about wrestling and boxing and boy-type sports like that. Or when I say boy-type sports, the type of thing he's so boisterous. I know girls like wrestling and boxing as well sometimes. So I'm thinking he might say to me, oh, I'm thinking of punch. Okay. The boxer did a heavy punch. Not very good at that, am I? Punch. So we'd add punch to our list. Punch. Got that there to remind us. Okay, we can change a vowel, because sometimes you can think, oh, could I change a vowel? If I take away the U, can I put another vowel in there? Children, remember our vowels are A, E, I, O, U. There's 5 vowels in the alphabet and 21 consonants. Thomas will tell you next week about the part-time vowel. So there's your vowels. Which one? We've had punch. Bethany? Isabel? Or Lily? Ah. Pinch. Easy to spell. Pinch. Pinch. There we go. So we've got pinch, we've got punch, we've got lunch and munch. I'm thinking, let's have a little look. A tricky one. Some of the older children. So let's just put down pinch on the list. Here I am. Pinch. Okie doke. I'm taking away my P and my extra I here. And I'm doing a tricky one. So I don't expect you all to be able to do this one. What about touch? We use 2 extra vowels in there. It's easy to get that first sound. T, t. We've got the ending. I'm giving you a clue. We want 2 more vowels in there. T, Tricky one? Tegan, Morgan, Lily, any of the older children? Bethany, I'm not quite sure how old you are, but maybe Isabel could let me know. That would help me. Touch. And again, if you wanted to extend that word, touch, you could add another suffix, an ending, ing. Touching. I'm touching. Where's my G gone? The letters. Move you out of the way, mister. Touching. So that's a long word, isn't it? And we word build by starting off with the touch and adding our ing. Okay, we're running out of time as normal. So just let's see if there's anything I've missed off. Okay. Oh, I've thought of another, going back to ch, TCH. Let me just quickly get rid of my letters here. It's going to be a bit longer today. Sorry about that. If you're waiting to get out in the sunshine. So I'll leave ch, I'm moving ing, and I am going to put my other sound up, T, C, H. Are you ready? I'm going to fire some words at you and I want to know whether they belong with, they end in ch or TCH. Right, okay, first one. Witch. The witch was on her broomstick. Right, where does my WI go? Let's have a little look. Does it go like that? Witch. Or does it go like that? What do you think? What do you think, Sadie? Lily? Bethany, any idea? Right, go on then, Isabel, tell us. Do you remember, an easy way to remember, the witch likes a cup of tea. So the witch has a T in it. Okay, so let's move witch, bringing that back out, okay? And I'm looking to the top one again, and I'm thinking of, oh, I've got a new word here. Fetch, fetch. Where would fetch go? Any idea? Morgan? Isabel? Fetch. Is it fetch like that? Doesn't look like to me. What about fetch? Could you fetch me Benjamin's toys, please, Isabel? Fetch. So let's put that back. What about lunch? Do you remember lunch? You're probably ready for your lunch by now. Let's have a little look. Where's my L gone down there? Lunch. Does my L, U, excuse me, my L-U-N, seem to have lost ends jumped out. Does lunch look better there? Does it fit lunch? Oh no, it looks very awkward, doesn't it? So that might be an easy one. And if you remember, we can easily change lunch to punch, munch. Or, if we're very clever and having a good day, we can put a blend in and put in a C and an R to make crunch. So just to remind you children, today's two sounds, find my other C, were tricky, ch, ch. We made our list here, and then later on, maybe after a snack, you could make some sentences for me. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's nice to welcome Bethany along, and if anyone else has joined us, please let me know, because then I can mention you. Take care till next time. Bye.